Hello guys, welcome back to the box office updates. Even though I don't go to the theaters to watch movies, it's still very interesting to see how movies do. I like looking at how well certain movies do and how well certain movies, like for example, this movie doesn't. Number one movie is Us. It's a horror movie. I don't think I'm going to see it regardless. I don't care if the greatest directors of all time makes this movie. I don't like horror movies. I'm not a fan of them. I don't want to have nightmares after watching a movie. So moving on. I'm just glad that the movie is doing well. It outsold literally every horror movie ever made besides It and Halloween, the remake, not the old one. Next we have Captain Marvel. Captain Marvel is no longer number one. That's a good thing because we don't want Captain Marvel at number one. But sadly, it still managed to sneak out 910 million. That's very, very sad that people are going to go see this really horrible, horrendous movie, Captain Marvel. And actually, if the reason why the Last Jedi had a massive drop off was not because it was because the normal drop off people were saving up for the Christmas. Because if you see, yeah, this is a pretty bad number, but if you include the Christmas numbers, if the movie was not released on Christmas, it will probably would about an 58% drop. It was released on literally Christmas weekend. On the second weekend, there was Christmas weekend. That's basically about The Last Jedi. We're not gonna be bringing up that piece of crap movie either. But that's another bad movie that grows $1 billion. Other movies are like Alice in the Wonderland. That movie can go die. Jurassic World: Fallen Kingdom. That managed to gross $1 billion for some reason. Other bad movies that grossed $1 billion. The Transformers: Age of Extinction, Pirates of the Caribbean on Stranger's Tides, Phantom Menace, another one. Not a movie does not need to be good to gross $1 billion. Okay, that's how it is. Black Panther was okay. It was not as bad as Captain Marvel. Captain Marvel was one of the worst Marvel movies ever made. Probably my top 10 worst Marvel movies ever in the history of Marvel movies. And this is supposed to be coming from talented directors. Next we have Wonder Park. I guess pretty colors do not attract enough kids. The movie has a $100 million budget, and it only managed to gross $49 million. Yeah, Wonder Park is a flop. No one wants to see it. 5 feet apart. No one cares about it's just another comedy romance movie. It's made by Lionsgate. That's the red flag now, but moving on, nobody cares about that movie. How Train's Back into Hidden Worlds doing well still. It's probably gonna pass 500 million soon. It's gonna pass that Grinch movie made by Illumination. Next we have the last Medea movie. It goes to around 65 million. It is the last video movie that Tyler Perry is retiring for making these movies. It's made for a specific audience, and specific audience alone. Next we have Gloria Bell. Never heard of it. Not going to see it. Don't care about it. The Lego Movie 2, it still did not break even. This movie's a flop, and I think the Lego Movie fanboys just need to accept it. That this movie is a certified flop. They really went and dislike bombed my video because they were crabbing. They were really throwing a fit because a movie did not break even at the box office. The Lego Movie 2 did not break even at the box office. It needs around 200 million to break even. And there's a little known fact that movies get only around 60%, so it's 60% of 103 million. It was like, I think 60%, around 60 million, so it only made $60 million. And Foreigner didn't make that much, so that didn't save it there. Alita Battle Angel is the next movie. It already beat Solo, a Star Wars story, and they're making a sequel to this. So Alita is not a flop because another movie that had a bigger budget. It was called Live, Die, and Repeat, and that's getting a sequel. So I don't think Alita is a flop at all. It made money. I think it is gonna do well. Captive State. No one is watching this. Nobody cares about this movie. It's dead on arrival. Moving on. Apollo 11. That last movie. It's just a documentary. Not interesting. And that's basically all it is for the box office update. Make sure you like, subscribe, and goodbye. And we'll be coming back on Friday. No, not Friday. Sunday, next Sunday, for our next box office update. Goodbye.